What if I told you that this month, millions of seniors could actually see a double payment? That's right, for those on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, there's a unique schedule update that means you could get paid twice in 1 month, and many people are already asking when their checks will arrive and what the exact new amount will be. With rising prices for food, rent, and medications, an extra check can make a huge difference for families living on a fixed income. In today's update, I'll break down exactly why this double payment is happening, the official payment dates, who qualifies to receive 2 checks, and how much you can expect to see in your account. Make sure you watch until the very end, because I'll also cover how these payment changes could impact future months and whether this is a one-time boost or something we might see again. Before we dive into all the details, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This channel is dedicated to bringing you the latest updates on Social Security, retirement benefits, and everything seniors need to know about their financial well-being. Don't miss out on crucial information that could affect your payments. Now, let's get into the good stuff. You know, it's fascinating how many people have been reaching out to me lately, asking about these double payment months. Just yesterday, I received a message from Martha, a retired teacher who's been collecting Social Security for the past 5 years. She was confused about whether she'd be receiving extra money and when exactly these payments would hit her account. And I'd bet many of you have the same questions running through your minds right now. Let me clear something up right away. These double payments aren't exactly bonus money. I know, that would have been nice. But they're still incredibly important to understand and plan for. These are strategic payment schedules that the Social Security Administration has put in place, and knowing when they're coming can make a huge difference in your financial planning. But here's where things get really interesting. The timing of these payments isn't random at all. The Social Security Administration has a very specific system in place, and it's all tied to something called the payment calendar. Now, you might be wondering, why do they even have double payment months in the first place? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Let's talk about who exactly is affected by these double payments. Are you someone who receives SSI, supplemental security income, or maybe you're collecting regular Social Security retirement benefits? The timing and amount of your payments might be different depending on which category you fall into. And yes, some people actually qualify for both, which makes things even more interesting. You know what's really caught my attention lately? The number of seniors who've told me they had no idea these double payment months existed. They'd been collecting their benefits for years, sometimes decades, without realizing there was a pattern to when they might receive 2 payments in 1 month. That's exactly why I created this video, to make sure you're fully informed and can plan accordingly. Now, here's something crucial you need to understand about the payment schedule. The Social Security Administration operates on a very specific calendar, and these double payments usually happen when regular payment dates fall on weekends or federal holidays. It's not random at all. It's actually a very well-organized system designed to ensure you never have to wait too long for your benefits. Let's dive into the exact dates you need to mark on your calendar. For 2025, we're looking at several months where certain beneficiaries will receive 2 payments. The first double payment month coming up is specific month, and it affects specific group of beneficiaries. But here's the thing, not everyone will receive their double payments in the same months, and that's where things can get a bit confusing. I remember talking to Bob, one of my regular viewers, who was absolutely convinced he'd missed out on a payment because his neighbor got 2 checks in a month when he only got 1. Turns out, they were on different payment schedules based on their birthdays and the type of benefits they were receiving. That's why it's so important to understand exactly which schedule applies to you. Let's break down the payment amounts, because this is probably what you're most curious about. The standard Social Security payment has seen some adjustments lately, especially with the recent cost of living adjustment, COLA. For 2025, beneficiaries are seeing an average monthly payment of current amount, but remember, this is just an average. Your actual payment could be higher or lower depending on various factors, including your work history and when you started claiming benefits. Here's something that might surprise you: these double payment months can actually help with budgeting if you plan for them correctly. Think about it. If you know you're going to receive 2 payments in 1 month, you can potentially use that timing to your advantage. Maybe you've got some bigger expenses coming up, or perhaps you're looking to put a little extra aside for savings. But let me be crystal clear about something: these double payments don't mean you're getting extra money. They're simply a timing issue, where payments that would normally fall on a weekend or holiday are being distributed early. It's crucial to understand this so you can budget appropriately and not get caught off guard in the following month. Now, here's where things get really interesting for SSI recipients. The Supplemental Security Income Schedule is a bit different from regular Social Security benefits. SSI recipients occasionally get 2 payments in 1 month because of how the payment calendar falls. This typically happens when the first of the month, the regular SSI payment date, falls on a weekend or holiday. Let me share a real example with you. Sarah, another viewer, wrote to me about how she used to get confused when her mother, who receives SSI, would sometimes get 2 payments in 1 month. She didn't understand why this happened or how to plan for it. After explaining the schedule to her, she was able to help her mother better manage her monthly budget, especially during those months with double payments. You might be wondering about the exact amount you'll receive during these double payment months. Well, if you're receiving regular Social Security retirement benefits, each payment will be your usual monthly amount. For SSI recipients, the federal benefit rate for 2025 is current amount, but remember, some states provide additional supplemental payments on top of this federal amount. Here's something really important that I don't want you to miss. If you're receiving both Social Security retirement benefits and SSI, your payment schedule might be a bit more complex. You could potentially see payments arriving at different times of the month, and yes, there might be months where you receive multiple payments. It's all about understanding your specific situation and payment schedule. Let's talk about how these payments are delivered. Whether you receive your benefits through direct deposit, which most people do these days, or by mail, the payment schedule remains the same. However, I always recommend setting up direct deposit if you haven't already. It's faster, safer, and more reliable than waiting for a check in the mail. You know what question I get asked a lot? Will these double payments affect my taxes? The short answer is no. Receiving 2 payments in 1 month doesn't change your annual total or your tax situation. You're still receiving the same amount of money over the year. It's just the timing of the payments that's different. Here's something practical you can do right now. Mark these double payment dates on your calendar. Whether you use a physical calendar, your phone, or a digital planner, having these dates written down can help you better manage your monthly budget. Trust me, it makes a huge difference when you can plan ahead for these payment schedule variations. Let's address another common concern. What happens if you don't receive your payment when expected? First, don't panic. The Social Security Administration has systems in place to track and resolve payment issues. If you're worried about a missing payment, the best thing to do is contact them directly. I'll put their contact information in the description below. Now, here's something that might affect some of you. If you're just starting to receive Social Security benefits, your payment schedule will be determined by your birth date. This is different from SSI, where everyone receives their payment on the same day, usually the first of the month, unless it falls on a weekend or holiday. For those of you who are helping manage a family member's benefits, understanding these payment schedules is especially important. It can help you ensure bills are paid on time and budget accordingly, particularly during months with double payments. Let me share another interesting story. Tom, a longtime subscriber, told me how he used to get anxious every time a double payment month came around because he worried about managing the money properly. After learning about the payment schedule and planning ahead, he now feels much more confident about handling his finances during these months. Here's a pro tip. Consider setting up separate bank accounts for different expenses. This can help you manage your money more effectively, especially during months when you receive double payments. Some people find it helpful to have one account for fixed expenses like rent or utilities, and another for discretionary spending. Let's talk about something that's particularly relevant right now: how inflation and cost of living adjustments affect these payments. While the timing of payments might change from month to month, The recent COLA has impacted the actual amount beneficiaries receive. Understanding both the payment schedule and the current benefit amounts can help you make better financial decisions. I want to emphasize something important about these double payment months. They're not a glitch or a mistake. They're part of the Social Security Administration's regular payment system, designed to ensure that beneficiaries don't have to wait too long between payments when regular payment dates fall on weekends or holidays. Here's another practical tip. If you're using online banking or budgeting apps, make sure to account for these double payment months in your financial planning. Many apps allow you to set up custom alerts or reminders, which can be incredibly helpful for managing your benefits. Let's address another question that often comes up. Do these double payments affect my other benefits? Generally speaking, receiving 2 Social Security payments in 1 month shouldn't impact other benefits you might be receiving, such as Medicare or food assistance programs. However, it's always good to check with your specific program administrators if you have concerns. You know what I've noticed? Many people tend to spend their benefits differently during double payment months. Some use the opportunity to pay ahead on bills, while others might put a little extra into savings. There's no right or wrong way to handle it. What matters is finding a system that works for you. Here's something else to consider. If you're still working while receiving Social Security benefits, these double payment months don't affect the earnings limit rules. You'll still need to stay within the annual earnings limits if you're under full retirement age and receiving benefits. Let me share one final story that I think really drives home the importance of understanding these payment schedules. Maria, a retired nurse, used to stress about these double payment months until she created a simple spreadsheet tracking when her payments would arrive. Now she feels much more in control of her finances and actually looks forward to these months because she can plan for them effectively. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest Social Security news and updates. Your financial future is too important to miss out on crucial information. Thanks for watching.